I got a heart on fire. Someone hit the alarm.
Good morning, it's Bryan with DD214 Transport. Please like, subscribe, and hit the little bell for notification. Come on in the house. Let's have a cup of coffee, sit down, get your listening ears on, and we're going to go over some pretty tedious stuff here today. This is part 2 of the California Kills Non-CDL HOTSHOT. Now, in the first video, Mary was shocked, I was shocked, everybody seemed to be shocked that California had written a ticket for a hotshot that had a GVWR of 12,000 on his trailer. And so I posted the video, and there were a lot of comments in it. And you know, I read these comments, and there was a lot of things in there that not only confused me, but a lot of other people. A couple of the comments were, this isn't an old law. Turns out that that is true. Some people said that, I believe it was Alabama, had the same law. Turns out that that's not true. So there was also one that said that another YouTuber had dropped all of his trailers down to 9,900 pounds. I don't know if that's true or false. But to make a long story short, I decided that I needed to get some clarification on this. I wanted to make sure that all my veterans and all my first responders, everybody that is subscribed to this or on the Facebook page, has the right answers. So I spent the last week, or at least however long it's been since that last video was posted, researching this. The first thing I want to do before we go too far is I want to show you the ticket, okay, so that you understand what's happening. So here's the ticket. I have redacted a good bit of things because, you know, privacy concerns. All right, so here we go. On this, as you can see, it's a California Highway Patrol ticket, report number, inspection date was 10/5. When you come down, I've redacted the name, redacted that, but they were based out of Bishopville, Texas. The driver, okay, look here, out of Texas. So his driver's license is out of Texas. This happened in Santa Clara County, California. They had a bill of lading number, and it was solar panels. Now look at the vehicle ID. It was a 2021 Ford F350, because it's got a 14,000 pound GVWR. And it's got a Big Tex 2020 trailer with a 12,000 pound GVWR. That's 26,000 pounds. Now, all this was to non-effect, but the violation, look here, the violation, driving a commercial motor vehicle without a valid CDL. Okay? So, what's new is not at all the law. California put this law in effect several years ago, but the law was mainly aimed toward RV users, people towing RVs. Well, now what's happened is, what's new is California is now enforcing this law on out-of-state drivers. And this is what is new. So think about this a second. The law did not change. The enforcement of the law changed. Now, if you're a non-CDL hotshot driver and you go into California, your trailer has got to be under 10,000 pounds or less. 10,000 pounds or less, okay? So, yeah, so that's what's changed. So now, I went back and had to try to figure all this out. And it was mind-numbing. So I had to go back to the beginning. So I went back to the Code of Federal Regulations 390.5, and I wanted to see what a motor vehicle was as described. The motor vehicle definition is: motor vehicle means any vehicle, machine, tractor, trailer, or semi-trailer that is propelled or drawn mechanically by mechanical power and used upon the highways. Okay? So that's fair enough. You know, it used to be that the trailer wasn't considered a vehicle. Well, now that's been encompassed in it. Now I get to commercial motor vehicle groups. Now guys, I want you to listen to this kind of stuff because this is where things get important. Commercial motor carrier groups, any combination of vehicles with a gross combined weight rating, GCWR, of 26,001 pounds. Okay. That should be 14 and 12, right? For most of us with a dually. Well, provided, it goes on here, and this is where everybody's getting confused, provided the GVWR, gross vehicle weight rating, of the vehicle being towed is in excess of 10,000 pounds. Okay. Think about this. This is where everybody's getting confused on this whole deal. So what I did was I went back and I researched everything I could find from the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration. And the next thing I look for is, what is the gross combination weight rating? What is it? Well, here's what it says. It says a value specified by the manufacturer of the power unit. If, see guys, here's the word, legal. If such value is displayed on the Federal Motor Vehicle Safety Standard certification label required by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. Okay, that's what it says. That means, what does it mean? Listen, what does it mean? It means that if you have a WC, I've lost, sorry, stop. If you have a GCWR, a gross combination weight rating, on your door tag, then that's what you go by. Okay? Mine doesn't have it. Most pickups don't have it. So we go to the next step. Okay? And I kind of skipped a step because I told you where it was located, but we go to the next step. Because down here it says or, okay? The sum of the gross vehicle weight rating, the GVWR, or the gross vehicle weights of the power unit and the units or combination thereof that produces the highest value. Okay guys, so if you have a gross combination weight rating on the inside of your door tag, all right, then that's what you go by. Mine does not. I'm pretty sure if you're running a pickup, it does not. Otherwise, you go by the 14 and 12 or whatever your GVWR is on your truck and trailer. Now, I had to go back a little further and I dug back. I go back and I ask this question. Location of the Federal Motor Vehicle Safety Standard Certification label. Where's it at? Tell me. Is it on the door tag? Is it under the hood? What are we looking for here? The Federal Motor Vehicle Safety Standard Certification label shall be affixed to either the hinge pillar, door latch post, or the door edge that meets the door latch post. So it's going to be on the driver's door or on the pillar right there. It's going to be there. So check out where your tag is and look at it and see if it's got a gross combination weight rating on it. Because if it doesn't, then you are looking at the GVWR for the truck and the trailer added together. It's got to be under 26,000 pounds. Now, in the handbook, and this is where things get different, okay? This is where things get different. This is, what I'm showing you now, this is straight out of the federal handbook, okay? Is the GCWR 26,001 or more? Well, no, it can't be because it's not on the label. It's not on that tag. It's not on your door tag. Then it's not. So you drop down. Then it goes to, is the GVWR of the power unit 26,001 pounds or more? No, it's 14 on mine. So you still go down. Is the vehicle transporting hazmat? No. Is the vehicle designed to carry more than 16 passengers? No. Then you don't need a CDL. Okay. Now, California. Let's talk about what California did, guys. This is where they sort of changed what a CDL is for the state of California. And you have to remember that the states are sovereign. They can make up their own laws. They can do what they want to do within their state. So we come down and it says the same thing. Look here. You must have a CDL to operate a single vehicle, 26,000 pounds or more, combination vehicles with a gross combination weight of 26,001 pounds or more. But then they added this little bit down here. It says you must have a CDL. This is their law. Towing a vehicle or trailer which has a GVWR of 10,001 pounds or more. And that's where this particular driver got a ticket. That's how they charged him with this. Okay, it wasn't anything but that piece right there. And that's California changing their definition to what qualifies as a CDL requirement. Now, let me tell you what I did for you. Now I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to post this method of research on the web page, on the DD214 Transport web page, so you can download it and you can look at it and you can study it if you need to. But what I did was I went to the lower 48, each state within the lower 48, and I pulled every one of their requirements. as to today, this is what their requirements are. And as you can see, here, let me go grab this. I went through every one of them and I highlighted anything that was weird or crazy or anything like that. And yeah, I did the research on it so that we could all know exactly what these crazy people are talking about. So here it is in a nutshell. If you're going to travel to California, if you're going to take a load in or out of California, you pretty much, unless you drop your GVWR on your trailer down to 99.9, you know, you got to stay out of California. Everywhere else in the country, they all pretty much went straight with the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration's guidelines as to combination vehicle weight rating with, you know, under 26,000 pounds. Now check your door tag. Make sure you do not have a GCWR rating on that door tag. My 2020 Ram does not. So make sure yours doesn't. That's pretty much it, guys. Look, like, subscribe, hit the little bell for notifications. Thanks all you first responders, all you veterans. We appreciate you. Be safe. If you need anything, please reach out. Go to the Facebook page. Man, it's a good group of guys over there. And again, this is Bryan with DD214. We'll see you next time.
I gotta